Good evening. My name is Dan Smith. I'm here to talk about Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith. In Coach Smith's book, it has a lot of basic principles about helping young men to build a better life. I've been in law enforcement for 40 years before I retired, and I would love to have had this book with me because I could have added some of the basic knowledge that I have, but it gave me more knowledge than that the book has to help these young men go in the right directions. These young men have been from the age of 10 to the age of 17. And these are great principles. But also you can watch a video on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. or Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. They are great videos. She has great guests and they do an outstanding job. So if you have time, you can do that. If you need further information, you can go to their website, www.buildyourbestlife.org, and get more information. Thank you. I'll see you.
Good morning, and welcome to Saturday Morning Reel. I am excited to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time this morning to get on here and see what's up on Build Your Best Life. I'm Coach Deborah, and I love when you come on, whether it's on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or on Saturdays. I just love to have you on here with me. Thank you all for your prayers, your support, your financial gifts, for liking, commenting, and sharing. When you do all of those things, I know that you are supporting us, and it makes me smile. So thank you so very much. Now, our theme for this month is peer pressure will derail that blueprint. Now, we've already told you that blueprints are so essential to have, but that peer pressure, that can derail that blueprint. So that's what we're going to be talking about this month. Good morning. How are you? So thank you. And I hope that something that we say, our guest says, that will be on here this month will enlighten you to the things that your peers say and do, how it can impact you in a positive manner as well as a negative manner. Now, this morning, our topic is PCB. Remember, I told you Thursday you had to tune in to find out exactly what that PCB is all about, what that PCB is all about. So you about to find out right? PCB. Does anybody want to take a stab at it, a guess at it? What does that stand for, PCB? Okay, I won't do you like this too early in the morning. Okay, PCB. Did you realize, and we're talking about peers, but did you realize that peer pressure or peers can turn into cliques? Now, have you ever been in a clique or been involved, been impacted by the doings of a clique, or been the target of a clique? So that P is the peer. Cliques are the C. Well, cliques and a bunch of, depending on what type of clique it is, that can turn into bullying. So peers, cliques, bullying. I'm going to show you how those can kind of tie in. But no one wants to encounter a bully on a personal level. I don't know many people that do, but there are people out there that are happy to have a group of people that they can relate to. So, I have, different groups of friends, but hopefully that we are not cliques, that we're not together to target anyone, bash people, or anything like that. But we just get together to celebrate birthdays and catch up and have fun. But, people clearly aren't expecting, most times not expecting, their peers to become a clique of people who as a group may negatively target other people. And when you target people to bash them or be negative, that's a aspect of bullying. I'm going to say that again. Becoming a clique of people or that group, sometimes that clique can negatively target other people to the point of bullying. And that can be a fraternity, just a group of students that start hanging together, their friends or their peers. They're at the same school, they're in the same grade, they hang together, their peers. But then for whatever reason, they begin to target other people, make fun of them to their faces or via social media or something of that nature. I love this quote from former President Barack Obama. He said, ultimately, peer pressure can lead people to bully. But peer pressure can also say bullying is not acceptable. I'll read it again. Ultimately, peer pressure can lead people to bully, but peer pressure can also say bullying is not acceptable. So which end would you be on? Hopefully it's the ones that say, hey, now I love hanging with you and all, but I'm not down for bullying. I'm not going to do that with you. So if that's what you're all about, check you later. So that's one of those aspects where that bullying can come into play. So being particular about the people that you allow in your inner circle is essential. It's one of my 5 building materials, but I hope that you can see from this example how important it is to be very, very particular about who you allow in your circle. They say birds of a feather flock together. That means that groups of people normally have the same mindset. They're going in the same direction. They're doing the same type things. So if you're in a group, and it doesn't have to be bullying, it could be something else that is just as negative. What is your clique doing? From peers to clique to bullying, we're saying today, but that bullying could be gossiping, it could be playing pranks on people, it could be spreading false rumors, a number of different things. But we want to say today, or I want to say today, not acceptable, not acceptable. So these are some things to think about as you think about that. Who are my peers? Those people that are in my Sunday school class, those people that are in my different classes at school, people I'm in the fraternity with, people that I work with, people that I associate with, people that I have a relationship with as far on a professional level. We talk about podcasts and social media, how to make social media more feasible, how to get more likes, more comments. You can have the people that you go to church with, people that you're in Toastmasters with, people that in your association, in your community, people in your walking group. There can be all types of peers and all types of cliques. So, as we talk about that again, then we want to focus more on what the people that we associate with, how are we selecting them? Are we allowing them to select us? Are we selecting them? So one thing I want to say is you slowly incorporate people into your daily lives. You don't just say you go to a new school and the first person to walk up to you say, hey, are you new? Oh, let me show you the ropes. So you can smile and say, okay, but don't necessarily say, oh, that's going to be your friend. Hey, that's one of your new peers. So, hey, who's the first person? She's so friendly. She knew I was new. She came up to me, but you may be being targeted because you are new. She's showing you the ropes so she can get a feel for these other peers that she has that may be a clique, to find out if you are someone that they can target. Ha ha! So everything, they say everything that looks good is not good. So everybody that approaches you in a friendly manner is not really trying to approach you to be friendly. They can be scoping you out. That's just like you show people and they rob banks and they say, they came in, they were gone so fast, but it seems like they knew where the cameras were. They knew who the managers were. They were in and out, and they got a substantial amount of money. They've been casing the place. They've been checking it out to find out, who to, what teller to go to, what teller not to go to, who to focus on, who's friendly, and they're so busy talking and they're not paying attention to anything else. Who may have that button that they're going to push quickly, which one of the guards are subject to take a break at the same time every day. They're going to be looking for those things, scoping it out. So that person may be scoping you out. So think about that. And it can happen when you start a new job. The person that says, hey, how you liking it? You started? Well, I go to lunch at 11:30. Would you like to go with me and my friends? Are they being friendly on the first day because you're new, or are they scoping you out, seeing what you're about? If you're going to fit in with talking about the management, or you're going to be one of those that try to do everything right, are you there to, try to get up the corporate ladder no matter how? They may be trying to scope you out. Okay? But sometimes you got to be the associate first. You come in. While they trying to scope you out, you scope them out. You look at the ones that are late to class if you're in school or college. Who's late for class? Who are the ones that are huddled up together? Are they giggling as people pass by? Who are the ones that are looking through their assignment books, maybe talking about assignments that they have, or somebody might have missed an assignment? Who on that job is hanging at the coffee machine more than they're at their desk? Who are looking at people when they pass by and start giggling? You be the one that's scoping people out. So you select who you want in your circle. You don't let them select you. Then, you can be friendly with everybody, but you want to be able to get to know them as you're being friendly for that time. Is it someone that I want to invest a lot of time in to maybe be a closer friend? Or is it someone that I just need to be cordial to, be friendly to, be there to support them if they need support, but I'm going to keep them at a distance? That's why you don't, as they talk about different types of friends, you have associates, and I don't mean associates in the way I use it. Associates, I'm talking about all friends, the whole bucket. But associates as far as they're not close friends. And then you have people that you have gotten a chance to know them. So for 6 months, you've looked at them, you've talked to them, you've seen how they react when they're angry. You've seen them, how they react to management, how they do their work, how school assignments are done, how projects are done in their fraternity, if they want to haze, if they're all about just hazing and not just getting members in who will help the fraternity be better. You're watching all that for those 6 months. And then you decide if there's someone I just want to remain as an associate, somebody, hey, how you doing? Hope you had a great weekend. Have a great weekend and you're off. Or is this someone that you want to get to know a little bit better? When we're talking about peers, they can become cliques. They can get into bullying or something worse. And no, I'm not saying that that's everyone, because no, that's not everyone. We have just as many good people as there are people that are negative. So I'm not saying that they're bad people, but they may have negative tendencies. Their character may not be on the same level that your character is. They may not care about stuff like that. So that's why we were talking about the PCMB. All right. And then, so you've known them 6 months. You say, okay, we can be friendly. Okay, you need to take another 6 months if you want to decide, hey, you really want to be close to them. That's someone you want to invite to your house. That's someone you want to go be, spend your free time with, because, who wants you? Time is valuable. You can be doing so many valuable things in the time that you have, spending it with your family, your friends, your significant other, hobbies you like, going on trips, day trips, being with your friends. So you want to spend that type of time with someone that you really, really like. So you're going to take another 6 months to figure out, hey, do I really like this person? Is someone I want to invite closer in with me to spend time doing my favorite things, going on little day trips, going to the movies with me and my other friends, going out to eat, going out for lunch if you work together, whatever. So that is important, so you don't get pulled into the old PCB. We don't want to get pulled into that. So that's why we're talking about that today. We want it to be something entirely different. And as we talk about that, I have some other quotes I want to talk about. Andrew Lansley says it this way. He says, peer pressure and social norms are powerful influences on behavior, and they are classic excuses. So you may do something that you know is wrong or is out of character for you, but you'll do it and you'll laugh and you'll have fun, but then you can throw it off and say, me and my buddies, we were just doing something. So you make an excuse for doing it. You have an excuse not you did it because it was something that you wanted to do, something that you thought was funny, that clique, targeting someone or doing something that if your parents knew that you were doing it, they would not be happy. If your significant other knew you were doing it, they wouldn't be happy. If your management knew you were doing it, they wouldn't be happy. So remember that one as well. I like this one as well. It's the last one I give you. This one is from Kevin Gates. He says, if you associate yourself with peer pressure or complacency, you're destined for failure. If you associate yourself with peer pressure or complacency, you're destined for failure. So again, remember, you want to have relationships and spend time with people, because that is, God did not make us to be alone. That was why he gave Adam someone to talk to or whatever. He didn't want us to be alone. He wanted us to have people in our lives. But what are we doing? Peers, remember, peers can be positive and peers can be negative. Peer pressure can be positive peer pressure and negative peer pressure. If you missed, I talked about this last week. So, you can have your peers, and they can see, be friends with you or peers with you, and they can see that you're struggling with something. Every time people begin to talk about grades, you never say anything. You just smile. But because they're your friend and they care, like, I know you never say anything about, your grades. Are you acing this? You got it? You comprehending it? Well, to be transparent, I've been kind of struggling with it. I don't want to ask the professor, too many questions, but I'm really struggling a little bit. Oh, well, don't struggle. Hey, I would be glad to sit down. This is like something I love to do. I love to work with numbers. I love science. I love English. I can dissect stuff and everything, whatever that subject is. Well, hey, you want to have lunch together and talk about it, or when is your downtime? Is it a day that works better for you that we can spend some time going over it? I have no problem doing that. There's someone assigned to assist you, and there are many people that would love to assist you in the areas that you are not doing well in, and you can help someone else in an area that they're not doing well in that you're good in. So don't get me wrong when I'm talking about peers. We all have peers. We have excellent peers. I mean, I have some peers that I don't know what I would do without them. They support me. I have Anita in Georgia. I have Anastasia, Linda and Vito and Kino, Leonardo, Pastor Allen, I'm sorry, Pastor Johnson, Pastor Basin in the Bahamas. I have a ton of people here in Jacksonville, Dr. Levette, Bishop Guns, Pastor Cotton, Orzie Lewis, Tanya, Yvonne, Peggy, Dan, and I shouldn't have started calling names because then if I forget somebody, I'm going to be in trouble. But Shonda, Madrika, Alyssa, Deacon Holmes, Deacon Watson, tons of people I have tons and tons of people in Texas. Jocelyn, Brady, Coach, Karen, RJ, Courtney, Henry, Pastor Dinkins, Denise, Naomi, Quintus, Kendrick, Derek. Just all these people, all these peers, and all of them are positive. I love working with them. I love spending time with them. And if I didn't call your name, please forgive me. I tried to remember everybody, but of course I never should have started calling names because you can never say everybody because I have tons and tons and tons of you. Camara, Miss Katie, Megs, Della, like I say, Brittany, Elizabeth, Esther, just tons and tons and tons of people. So never think that I am against people being your associates, your peers, your friends. I'm not. I'm just giving you two ways that it can go. So again, if I didn't call your name, next time I call your name, I won't call somebody else's name, but know that I love you all. And I love your support and everything that you do for being your best lives. I love you for loving me as Deborah. Just loving me as Deborah. Hey, I love it, love it, love it. But but remember the PCB. Get those right peers, cherish those peers, work with them and be positive. Don't let those peers become cliques that begin to do things that you yourself are not happy with. But you can always, as we said when I cited former President Barack Obama, those things that those peers want to do, you can tell them that, hey, that's not acceptable. We can be friends, but that's not acceptable when you're with me. So, I love it. It's just like, you go out in a group with someone and you're sitting there and, you're large groups, so you got the waitress and there you can see that they're doing their best. And to me, and that person, they're doing a good job, but you got one person and it's hey, put it back on there. What is your problem? Ain't nobody having a problem with you. What are you ordering? What are you doing? Now, why you the only one having problems? You must be having something that is strange. You're just giving people a hard time. It's just don't let them do it. So you have to speak up. That person that's working hard in the checkout line, you can see that they're friendly. They've been trying to service everybody that's in front of you, but this person that's in front of you just giving them a hard time for no reason. Like, what is the problem? Well, the sign said it was buy one, get one free. Oh, well, that was last week. That is out. Well, you didn't take the sign down. Oh, well, I'm sure I can get the manager to override it. Well, why are you fussing at them, But you get into this negative whatever. And you probably knew that it went out last week, but, come on. But if you're in that line, you can say, hey, that's probably just a mistake. They always do a great job. I'm not sure they'll override it for you. But don't give her a hard time. She's always so friendly. And keep it moving. So I hope that PCB has helped you today to see, a different side of peers and cliques, and when you can speak up on behalf of others. But as always, I thank you so much for tuning in to Build Your Best Life. I know you could be anywhere else, but you decided to be here with me this morning. And I love it for Saturday Morning Real. Please make sure to check out my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. Check out that blog that'll be out on Monday. And tune in Tuesday for Blueprint for Success. My guest is going to be Elizabeth McCoy from Dallas, Texas. And our topic is going to be friend, foe, or peer. Friend, foe, or peer. That's a mouthful. Yes, and you know what I'm about ready to ask y'all. So this year, Build Your Best Life is declaring Jeremiah 29:11 over all of your lives. God knows the plans that he has for you, and he wants you to have what? Put it in the chat if you know what it is. Yes, it is prosperity. And he wants you to have the future that you hope for. So please make sure that you design your blueprint based on the plans that God has for you. Follow them and build your best life. Remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan. It's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. I'll be looking for you Tuesday. Remember, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join Elizabeth McCoy and myself. I love you, and I hope to see some of you Tuesday. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.